Okay, so the focus for this part of the video is going to be the optical drive since, again, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with the capacitors in the motherboard, but we're still going to at least take a closer look at them later or replace them even. But more than likely it's the optical drive. I did a little bit of research and either A, it needs a cleaning of the lens, or it could be capacitors. And I believe there are 10 of them with 4 surface mount and 6 through hole. We'll find out once we open this up. Fortunately, it just snaps in place. Look, more dust bunnies. Fantastic. All right, so there's just these 4 screws in the bottom, and they should just be PH1s, I believe. Oh, and I made a mistake. I said that the screws that were holding these brackets in place were T8s. They should be T10s, although if all you have is a T8, it should work too, just because, well, it worked for me, so. There's dust in here too, surprise, surprise. And that probably means that the lens is dirty at the very least, so. More dust. Awesome. Well, there's the lens, and it looks clean, but it doesn't mean that it is clean. So, let's see, can I disconnect the, there we go. The capacitors, they look okay. I don't know if anyone sees anything on here or not. I don't. Doesn't mean that there isn't anything wrong, but so there's 13 capacitors on here, 7 electrolytic. Well, let me rephrase. There's 13 capacitors on here, 7 through hole, 6 surface mounts. So, and I don't believe any of them are leaking. I don't see anything. I don't know if you guys do. So, it doesn't mean that they don't need to be replaced, but they are Samsung capacitors. At least some of them are. I don't know if they all are. These are Kumas. Not sure what these are. But these say, I think they say, no, they say Sam Young. So I don't know if that's a legit capacitor company or not. At the very least, these are soldered there and there, so I can't disconnect them from here. But these are just pushed in. There's some tape holding them in place. Looks like some sort of scotch-like tape. We won't do anything with that just yet. That seems to move just fine. Looks like the belt is okay. It's a little, it's like at an angle, but it seems to move relatively freely, and we know that from the follow-up video to the initial eval video that I did. But there's a lot of dirt and grime and stuff, so more than likely this is just dirty and it needs to be cleaned. I mean, we can see the dust here and here and here and here, here. I don't know if a can of air is going to be enough for this. And it's kind of late out at night right now, and I don't want to blow this inside. I want to blow the dust out outside, so I might have to hold off till the morning. But at the very least, what I might do, just clean the laser off, and with a little bit of IPA. The other thing I noticed is that the tray is kind of at a slight angle, but I think that's normal. Well, I'll clean the lens off and see if that's enough, and if it is, great. Clean out the rest of the dust and everything, this here. But I'm going to see if I can read games, so let's do that next. Now, you don't need to use a lot of pressure, just barely touch it. But yeah, just barely touch it. You don't need to use really any force, and then use the dry side to kind of dry it up a little bit just in case. But I'm not seeing any dirt or anything there. All of the dirt is everywhere else, so... But maybe that's all it needs. I'll get this back together as much as is necessary. Let's go ahead and reconnect this one ribbon. If I can, without destroying the rest of it, of course. I guess that's another way. No, that's kind of crooked. Ooh. Well, so much for that drive. Yeah, that's not good at all. Oops. Alright, well, it looks like I need a new laser assembly, because there's some traces that are ripped off. So we're going to have to order at least a new laser assembly, if not a new drive assembly. Hopefully I can just get the laser assembly itself, because that's really all that needs to be replaced. New ribbon cable, and that sucks. So, lesson learned. Be very careful. Yeah, so new laser assembly at the very least. If I can get another drive, that's fine too. Provided that this works, everything should be fine after that. There's your quick update. So yeah, as you can see, I broke up the little connector that connects the laser assembly to the rest of the drive. And well, there's no way I can fix that. The solder points are just too small to be able to reattach, and even then I think some of the traces actually ripped off, so I would need bodge wires, and I'm just not skilled enough to do that, and I don't even have the right equipment for it. But I started looking for new laser assemblies as well as replacement drives, although it looks like a lot of these replacement drives that are sitting out there, most of them aren't even working necessarily. They're untested, so to speak, and I can probably get an untested console for about the same price. But I started looking, and I will see if I can find them. Let's see if I can find a compatible laser assembly, possibly maybe from a PC drive that I've got laying around. We'll see. But hopefully I'll have an update within the next couple of weeks or so. Get this Xbox working and tested, and we can continue on with the series. But that's it for this video. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe. But as usual, there's never any obligation. I do appreciate it though. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down. But please leave a comment below as to why, so I can use that to try to help things going forward. Thanks all, and I'll catch you later.